Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free.
I guess that's what gives him... Can he finish? They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Benfica finding themselves...
Del Piero! And it's in! 2-0 and in next to no time.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So that's two now without... Decent chance! And he's stuck it away. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Benfica cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Neymar. Pelé. Now it's Neymar. Thinks about the shot. Looking to play him in. Now it's Hazard. And this is Del Piero. And Del Piero! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Looking for options for movement. Space for him to turn and look. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ribéry. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's going wide left. Can he latch on to this?
Might want to be careful there.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Ibrahimovic. Little pass back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Del Piero receives it in a good position here. Del Piero. Hazard in with the challenge. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gives it back. Nicely weighted ball. That's a sharp pass. Approaching the half-hour mark. And here's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And he's managed to get free. And the ball is out of play. Maldini. Pelé conjures time and space where few can. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely spread. Seedorf. That is ended up in no man's land. Hullet. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Aimed beyond the defence. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Neymar. Oh, super ball. Cruyff! Defending of the desperate variety. Del Piero.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? It's Ibrahimovic! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? He has found the way through. Pull it. And it's Neymar. Now Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute.
Ball looks a good one. He's found the way through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pull it. Oh, this looks sharp. Tele. And that is the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Benfica really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Messi. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Plays the ball back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And this is Ibrahimovic! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that is expertly dealt with. Azar. Looking for the run. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's having a pop! Oh, he's done it! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Shapes to shoot! Pele.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pele. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pull it. Tries to pass it through, delivered. He leaps for it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
And it's Ibrahimovic. He's a sharp little ball here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pele. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Threads one in. He has a look up. Goes for a shot! Ibrahimovic going after that. Pull it. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gattuso looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele. Pull it. And it's Messi. Cruyff. 75 minutes played. Shot could be on. He's shifting through the gears here. Stam did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Shoots! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Substitution for Turkey, number 19.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 17, Grigori.
Del Piero is onto this.
Gattuso. Coming on the field, number 13, Schneider. Number 8,
Hazard.
Messi.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Substitution.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's quick to get rid. Zakaria has a look and plays it forward. Messi looking to receive it in space. And it's Baggio. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely feet. Pull it. Now it's Ronaldinho. And this is Hazard.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a searching pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Hazard. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Now it's Hazard. And time is up. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, it's a joy to have a chance to watch one of the finest to emerge from the African continent, Samuel Eto'o. He backs up his goals with a really strong work rate, and he's always effective, whether on or off the ball.
Yeah, fantastic talisman for his nation.
And more disciplined than people credit him.
Pele, Neymar. Well, that's been dealt with. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pull it. That's Maldini. Pull it. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. He's the return pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Eto'o. Pele. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a sharp pass. Pele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. It's Pele! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bullet goes short. Benfica are looking to go forward now. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Yeah. Benfica, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Bullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. This is a promising build-up. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Tries to pass it through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Thuram cuts out the pass. That's the throw. Pele. Pull it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Azar! Goal! Toulouse! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. Pelé, there he goes, motoring forward. It's a goal kick. And it's Messi. Nice bit of trickery. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Messi knocks it into space. And this is Messi, forced to go back.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, that's delightful. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Thuram for Messi. Pull it. Now it's Pelé, spread out to the left. It's a promising position. Neymar plays it in. Cruyff with the short one. Toulouse have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Eto'o. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Neymar. Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. Thuram. And he's there to retrieve it. Maldini. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Benfica go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
Benfica can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Neymar has been caught there, it's a foul. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? And this, an opportunity to pull level. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that has put paid to that. Rijkaard. Messi. the keeper's ball. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. That's a good ball out wide. The less said about that pass, the better. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Eto'o. Almost an hour gone. Eto'o. Hazard. Goes for a shot! Eden Hazard! That is a beautiful thing! He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 15.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Número 17.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Ronaldo. That's tidy. Oh, now he can... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Relentless, just relentless. It's all becoming so easy. Toulouse find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell. One that they...
Big chance! He's got a goal! And they are right back within touch! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Still behind by 2, is there a way back into this? And here's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Ronaldinho. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Hazard with the... Ronaldinho! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Ronaldinho. Chance to... Oh, great leap! It's a goal! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Benfica really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Toulouse clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Look at the space here. Neto.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Foot in. And this is Ronaldo. And it's Baggio. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Messi. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was intense and enjoyable contest. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Benfica.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
Nicely weighted ball. That is a brilliant interception. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Pelé. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He is just caressing the ball. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
That's a sharp pass. David Villa absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? This is a promising build-up. Can he get it through? Look at the space here. Chance for a shot! Goal! Benfica! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Besiktas finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Roberto Carlos. Pass somewhat off target. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Van Dijk has given away a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. And it's Messi. Tries to play it through. David Villa. Gullit does really well to win the ball there. He's being urged to shoot. Played out towards the right wing. He's found the way through. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Big chance! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Benfica are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Neymar. And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly. Best aims beyond the defence. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Luis Suarez looking for the run.
That's going in strongly.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. David Villa. Looking for options for movement. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cruyff. And he's there to retrieve it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Threads one in. Best picks it up out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is good alertness. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Knocks it into space. That is a jarring tackle, but... And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Besiktas with the corner, there first. Towering header! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that's the keeper's ball. Messi. Now, can they get him away? Good ball, good take. Cruyff! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And again! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. They've played it short, and this is Pele! Chance! And it's come back out to him. Dani Olmo. David Villa. So what can they make of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Brilliantly cut out. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Benfica clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Benfica looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. Away we go again. Hullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Great vision. He's found space here. He's got away. Oh, that's nice. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Neymar. Cruyff. Oh, sweet feet. Pull it. Oh, nice touch. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And here's Hullet. Oh, good take in a good area. That pass isn't the best. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on to replace him is...
And it's Cristiano
number
Ronaldo.
10, Fernandez. Substitution in progress.
Best. Tries to pass it through. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, the runner's been sold a little doubt. That is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Beckenbauer. Maldini. A picture of focus and alertness. Oh, delightful ball. Hullet. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position, and he's managed to get free. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, super ball. He's shifted. Yamal! And one more try.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Baggio. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And a chance! And he's stuck it away! Right back in the game! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
George Best. George Best. Substitution for Besiktas. Number 7.
Besiktas have opted to make another change here. Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Coming on the field, number 11.
Davids has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Number 13, Platini. Number 26.
Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Hazard. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's a sharp little ball here. That's the keeper's ball. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass.
Tries a shot! In he goes again! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite...
Oh, great leap! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Benfica visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Albert Ferrer has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Platini. He has found the way through. Plays it in low. Czech claims it. Safe hands. He is through here. Hazard gets into a good position. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now this could be a chance. Hazard! And a neat finish. They are playing them off the park.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Benfica are having a ball here.
Maldini.
Benfica clearly now in lead preservation mode.
There will be 5
And
minutes
it's Maldini.
time.
Roberto Baggio. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Where it came from. Cristiano Ronaldo. Fernandes. Quality ball. Now it's Platini. Now it's Van Basten. Hazard. And it's Hazard. Roberto Baggio. And that's that. Benfica looking by any yardstick formidable.